When we open up our Bibles to John chapter 2, we read the miracle at the wedding at Cana. Now we know that the wine had ran out. And what happens next is when we read in chapter 2, verse 5, Mary, the mother of Jesus, tells the servants, his mother said to the servants, whatever he says, you do it. Whatever he says, you do it. Now what we see Jesus telling them. Now in verse 6 he says, now there were set there 6 water pots of stone according to the manner of purification of the Jews. And in verse 7 it says, Jesus said to them, fill the water pots with water. Now come on. When you look into Mary's statement to do whatever he says, that means obey his word. Whatever he directs you to do, do. Now Jesus directs them to fill the water pots with water. Now what was lacking? Not water, right? What was lacking was wine. So logically, Jesus should have told them to get the wine jars or the wine pots so that he could work something out or refill those jars or maybe get whatever provisions are needed through those wine jars. But Jesus tells them fill water pots. Now when you begin to think about this, when God asks you to do something, sometimes it does not make sense. The logic does not tally. The water jars and the wine jars, what has that got to do? Come on, why fill water when we are in need of wine? Now, if the servants had used their logic, they would have never obeyed Jesus. In fact, they would have never witnessed that miracle. And so many a times when God asks us to do something, we let our logic come in the way, right? We begin to think as per our understanding, and we begin to delay the miracle that God wants to work in our lives. I want to challenge you, don't walk by your logic, because it will never make sense of what God asks you to do. When Jesus told, take that 5 loaves and 2 fish, and there were thousands to be fed, come on, logic would never make sense there again. When God told Joshua and the people of Israel to walk around the walls of Jericho 7 days and on the 7th day 7 times, logic, it would have never made sense. But they obeyed. As they obeyed that word, they saw a miracle. The people at Cana saw a miracle. The water jars were turned into wine. Come on, that's a miracle. Logic will never work in the kingdom. And that's why when God asks you to do something, just do it. What Mary told the servants, do whatever he says. She did not tell them, do only what makes sense of what he says. But she said, do whatever he says. And that's that same word God speaks over you and me today. Do whatever he says, and you will watch a miracle in the making. God bless you.